Mistake with the Alpha. Chapter 56. Samantha's point of view. "Oh, you are back," Allison said bluntly. At first I didn't know who she was talking to. Not until I noticed she was staring at me. I looked at her and pointed at myself to be sure she was talking to me. "Who else went on a sudden vacation?" she asked, glaring at me. This was when I knew she was here to make trouble with me. I wondered what her scheme would be this time around. I was prepared for her. If she's not going to allow me to avoid her, I'm sure not going to make her trample on me. She's my Luna, not the moon goddess or the supreme god. Since I didn't know what to say or how to answer her, I kept my mouth shut and just bowed my head. She then moved closer to me. I stiffened. If this woman decides to attack me, I won't be able to do anything. Normally meetings don't hold in the kitchen, but then I knew Allison can be very dramatic, especially when she wants to exaggerate things. I just waited for her to say what she came to say. "Well, good news, everyone," she said in a loud voice. I looked at her and was sure to be curious about the news. "Well, in a few days' time, the Alpha and I will be getting married," she paused. The maids clapped, giving a happy reaction. As she said all these, she was looking at me. I was just with my casual look, even though I was hurt. I know she intentionally came here to say this, so as to hurt me, but even if I'm hurt, I won't let her know I am. So get yourself prepared, there would be a lot of work to do, and as you know that a Luna would need some maids for herself, especially a person-attending maid who will always be with the Luna. I'm here to pick few of you who seem to be well qualified for the job," she said with a bright smile. There were murmurings around, but I could see through what she was trying to do. I might not be smart enough, but with that smile on Allison's face, I already know she's at me again. Moreover, it's not her job to pick maids for herself. It's Sally's job. She knew not how effective every maid is, but since she wants to choose herself, it's fine. I know she has an agenda. Well, I've taken permission from my Jalen, and he already told me to go ahead with any plans I have for our wedding, she said with pride. As if anyone needed that information. I was just looking at her, waiting for her to do her worst. I could feel Sally's eyes on me, and I looked at her. She wore an apologetic look, and I shook my head at her, meaning I don't need it. Then she starts to choose whom her maids will be. She already chose 5 maids, and yet she was saying they were all just her maids. I wondered how many she needed. Even the Alpha doesn't keep many maids around him. "Sam," she called like my name is disgusting. I looked at her, and my heart began to beat. I didn't want her to put me amidst her maids. It would be a deep suffering for me. "You'll be my personal attending maid," she then released the bombshell. "Huh," I said, not believing my ears. She eyed me angrily. This woman can't be serious. I'm so done suffering under people. I know what a personal attending maid entails. You'll always be close to the Luna. In fact, if the Alpha and the Luna don't have the same room, a personal attending maid can be requested to sleep on the floor in the Luna's bedroom. This I'm not ready to do." "I know you are not too full to know what that means?" she asked crudely. Everywhere was silent. They were expecting what I was going to say. "Yes, I do," I said. "Very well then. You all start your duty immediately," she said authoritatively. "Sorry, ma'am. I object," I said out of the blue. I know what I said would give me a lot of trouble, but I was ready to face the consequences. It is still better than to be beside the woman who got the luck to be beside the man I love with the whole of my heart. She was doing this to torture me, and I wasn't going to receive that. Damn the consequences. "What did you just say?" she asked, flabbergasted. "I'm not going to be your personal attending maid," I said in a more clear tone. This birth gasped and murmured from those in the room, but I didn't care. If they had known what I was avoiding, they would have told me I made a good choice. Allison looked at me and then burst into laughter. Her laugh was so wicked that I know this isn't her first time being this brutal. "You are joking, right?" she asked me after she was done laughing. "No, I'm not," I stood my ground. She paused for a while, looking at me malevolently. I was ready for this. "So ready. Are you trying to disobey my orders?" she asked between gritted teeth. Her veins were already reflecting behind her skin. I knew she wasn't expecting this, but I gave her a shock and anger at the same time. "No, ma'am, I'm not," I said calmly. "Don't you call me ma'am again. I am your Luna, and you will obey me," she said in her wolf voice. "Well, she's just a gem of blood. Although she's my leader, her wolf doesn't command me. Everyone else in the room bowed, except me. I looked her in the eyes. "What an audacity you have, Sam," she said with a very crispy voice. The voice carries brutality and anger. I knew I'd just messed up big time, but yet I wasn't ready to bow to her words. I stood there looking at her. I can't take back my words now. I'm so ready to fight this. Do you think because you've been sleeping shamelessly with the alpha, you are different from others? She asked irritatedly. I know I'm not different from others, but that doesn't mean I don't have freedom in my own land, I said blankly. More people have started to gather in the kitchen. I could see them. News travels fast. Well, I don't care. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications to stay up to date with new videos uploaded. Also, check out our next video in the series.